Hello everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda and I am out at the chicken coop today, and there has been a small increase in productivity. We have 6 eggs today and they're pretty large too, so I think that's pretty good. Okay, I wanted to answer a question that someone asked me about my fertilizer. Someone asked what happened to the Happy Frog, because I have been using Happy Frog in my videos on my plants, and it started when I planted my okra plants, and those okra plants grew enormously, and they did all season. They did very good all season. So I was kind of, thinking maybe the Happy Frog had something to do with it, since that's what I started with. But you all, to be honest with you, I am not stuck on one particular brand of fertilizer, especially once that brand is no longer available to me, or that it has gone so high. I'm not that stuck on them. I will change and I will use something else, because from what I've experienced, they all basically do about the same thing. If you're using organic, most of them, to me, do about the same thing. So today, I told you you were running low on some of my fertilizers. I was out of the bone meal and I was low on the blood meal, and I also was out of my regular slow release fertilizer. So today, since I had to go to the store anyway, I did not go to Lowe's. I went to Walmart, and some Walmarts in the area don't have it, but this particular Walmart had some fertilizers today. And I was able to get the blood meal, the bone meal, and some plant food. And this is a natural and organic fertilizer. It's a 848. Covers up to 250 square foot for this little bag. And this is the Old Farmer's Almanac brand. Never used this before, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put it on my plants because I need some fertilizer on my plants. And the bone meal that I got this time is Job's Organics. And it's just a bone meal. It's a granular plant food, and I'm going to use it. I don't know if I've used that before. I don't remember. But I also got a Job's Organic blood meal plant food. So I'm going to be applying these all to my plants. And I told you in my last video when I planted my garlic that I did not have any bone meal. So I'm going to apply some bone meal to those, to that bed today. So that's what we're going to go ahead. We're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and add this to the garlic bed. But to answer the question about what happened to the Happy Frog, the store that I was getting the Happy Frog from, they stopped carrying the variety that I was getting. They have different varieties. They have one that's, it's a Happy Frog for Japanese maples, and then there's one for something else. I cannot remember exactly what the other one is for right now, but it was not the all-purpose, and that is the brand that I was using. The variety I was using was the all-purpose. Okay, so I'm going to just amend this bed with some of this bone meal, and also with some of this all-purpose fertilizer. And you know that this garlic is going to be in this bed for a long time, so it will be getting a lot of amendments, but I just did not have enough yesterday, so I'm just going to put it right here on top of these leaves, and then I'm going to water it in, because everything in the garden needs watering today. It is so dry. It has been very windy, and everything needs to be watered in. So that is mostly what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be watering some plants in, and also looking to see what else needs to be done. I know some things that I would like to do, and that is to transplant some plants from one space to another. I know the plants that I want to transplant, but at the moment I don't know where I'm going to put them. And it's just some plants that I have planted And I planted them pretty thick, knowing when I planted them, I was planting them too thick. But what I figured is that once they germinated, I could move some somewhere else. But the main thing is that I just wanted to make sure that I got some germination. I'll show you. For instance, this 1,000 head kale right here, it cannot all grow there bunched up like that. So I'm needing to take some of those and place them in other areas in the garden. And also the scarlet kale, which is right below that, some of that needs to go somewhere else. So I will be moving some of that, but I have to find a good space. I may end up putting it in 5-gallon buckets. I'm not sure, because I do have this other area reserved that I just got ready. I have reserved it. Oh, I know what I could do. Okay, what I decided to do is go ahead and fill my other bed up, because this is a bed that's just laying here. And I had my soil over there, which is this topsoil, the Scott's topsoil. And I'm going to go ahead and spread it out. And I have a bag of the black gold potting mix that already has some fertilizer in it. But since I have my amendments now, I will go ahead and I will amend this bed. And now I'll have somewhere to put those plants. I want to kind of break it up some, because some places it's kind of in some big clogs, lumps. And this is just another one of those beds that had gotten taken over by weeds. So it should be good all winter, because weeds don't grow in the winter the way they grow during the summer. And if some of these mustard greens pop up, that'll be fine. I will cook them. And y'all, I picked my turnips last night, and I washed them, and I put them on and cooked them for a while. But it took me longer to pick them than I had expected, and I did not get to eat them last night. I ended up cooking them for a while, and I just let them cool down and refrigerated them, because I don't like to put any food in the refrigerator hot. And so that is what I'm having for supper. And it's been on my mind all day, because you know I told you I had to end up going to Walmart, and it was like for me, it ended up being like a 45-minute drive. I don't drive real fast. So it was a long drive there to me, a long drive back. But so as I told you, whenever I end up having to go somewhere, it kind of throws me back during the day. So said all that to say that I'm hungry. And so I want to get in there and eat those greens, because I did cook them, finish cooking them today. Okay, now I got this spread out pretty good. Got some of these clogs of dirt out. And the stuff that I plan to plant here, I don't think they have very big root systems. I've never planted I've never grown the 1,000 head kale before. So we'll see. But regardless, if it does, it'll be fine in this soil. So this is the top soil. And then I will be adding in, and see that it has a lot of room it can go, because it can go down into this topsoil. One thing about my garlic, you remember I told you in my previous video, I wasn't particular about my garlic being planted in this particular soil, because one thing has the rocks in it, and to me it just wasn't, it's like not like the potting soil. It's not fluffy and like that potting soil. And the bulbs are going to be on the ground. That's what I'm going to eat. Those roots of the kale is not what I'm going to eat. Although it probably doesn't make that big of a difference. That's just my thinking. So it would be fine. All right, so now I have this beat up pretty good. And I'm going to add some of my amendments. Well, I think I'll go ahead and add my other potting mix first. And then I'll finish the amendments. Okay, so I'm using my black gold all-purpose potting mix, and it has a 0.13, 0.4, 0.13 NP and K. And NP and K is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, so in the other bed, you remember I spreaded it only on one end. I'm making this stretch over the complete bed, since I don't have to worry about, I don't think I'm going to be planting any root vegetables in here. And I'm also going to be adding some blood meal, because these plants, I need more nitrogen. And I wasn't interested in nitrogen on my garlic, because I'm not ready for the garlic to start shooting up any green growth. I wanted to concentrate on producing buds. And if later on I do decide to put some root vegetables in here, we'll be fine with this blood meal. But the blood meal is what helps with that green growth. So this bed will be wonderful for greens. It's probably going to help those turnips to go ahead and do their thing. So I'm going to add some of this regular plant food, because those totals that's on that black gold are low amounts. The ratio totals are very low on that potting mix. Okay, so I put the potting mix, I put the all-purpose slow release fertilizer in there, and I have added some blood meal. So at the moment, since I am not going to be putting any root vegetables in here, I'm not going to add in any bone meal right now. I may add some bone meal later, but right now we're not. Okay, now I just want to go ahead and extract some of the plants that I was planning to put in here. Okay, that's what my scarlet kale is looking like. I already got me a label made for it, and I'm just gonna pop it in right here. And you see I bought its root system with it and the soil that was around it to support the root system. So it's not like it really got disturbed, because sometimes those small plants like that can just go into shock when they get disturbed. Hey, now I'm gonna get some of this 1,000-head kale, and I'm gonna probably take a little bit more of it, because you see I've got them bunched all up, so I'm gonna just kind of thin them out. And they are close. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them with this. I'm gonna see if I can. I might have to use my little knife to just take a piece to take them out like this. And then I just leave that one laying there by itself. And I already have me a label for my 1,000-head kale, so let's see how many plants I'm going to be able to plant right here. You can put them in kind of deep. Some of these are small. And that's one plant right here. I'm going to put that soil up around those bottom leaves. Press it in and try to mash out any air that is around the plant, around those roots. We don't want any air around those roots. We want to push it down in there really good. Okay, and I got 2 more plants. They're really tiny plants, and we're going to get these in here. I'm just going to put one right here. Y'all see I made another label right there. And that other label is for some collard greens. I'm gonna bring some of those collard greens over here because they are absolutely too thick. So I just wanna bring some over here. So let's go get them. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a couple of these. If I didn't already have some greens in the house, I probably would take some of these and just go in there and cook them, but I'm just gonna try to pull them out by the root. Uh-oh. That one did not work out, y'all. It's gonna have to go in the house. Okay, I'm not gonna try the middle. I'm gonna go here over so I can put my trowel in here and dig up this root. Cause we don't want to have that happen again. Okay, I got one. Let me get one more. This one look like a good candidate right here. 2 of them. I'm gonna get these 2 right here. They right here together. Okay, so we're gonna take these 3 and put them into the bed. Y'all don't let me forget to take this other one in the house now, because I can't leave no greens laying out here like this. And looking at these collars make me realize how big these plants actually get. So I'm going to move this label and put it down here. And I'm going to lay my greens right there. And I'm going to move y'all so y'all can see a little bit better. Make sure that you all can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to put one right here. And I'm just going to remove that bottom one. Look like I may have came from over there with four. I do. I have another smaller one. I'm just going to place it right there. I'm going to put this one right here. We'll check on these tomorrow. They might be laying over because they probably not that happy about being moved, even though they were all crowded up over there. But we'll check on them tomorrow and see what they look like. All right, y'all, I'm just playing in the dirt now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those watered in. They look pretty happy. Maybe they were happy to get out of that spot all crowded over there. But we'll see. We can keep a close eye on them. Go ahead and put a little water on the rest of this bed. Okay, you all, so this is what this bed is looking like now. Big difference. Y'all, this lemon tree did not fit back into that greenhouse. With those stakes on it, it was impossible to get it back in there without breaking or tearing up something. So there, the tree is gonna have to stay out here for now, unless I decide to get another greenhouse. It's gonna be living outside, so I will be sure to, I may get another one of these and put over it. I don't know. It just depends on what the weather starts looking like. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video and that you will give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed, and share my videos and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.